Hey guys, how's it going? It's your buddy Jake Dominguez back with an anime review. That's right, a brand new anime review. I'm having a lot of fun doing these as well as my movie reviews. And this is a show that I'm really excited to talk about. It doesn't get mentioned a lot, or at least I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. And I think it's a good show for me to kind of start off my anime reviews with. Now, I've already done a few, it's not like this is the first, but in terms of talking about what anime is and how cool it is, this is kind of the perfect show, at least in my eyes, to kind of talk about it. So today I'm going to review Silver Spoon, or as it's called in Japanese, and here we go, I think I'm going to pronounce this right, Jin no Saji? Did I say that right? Jin no Saji. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that as well as I could. And the reason I'm talking about this show is that it was directed by, here we go again with my pronunciations, Tomohiko Ito, or Ido, I think it's Ito, and he's the same director who directed Erased, an anime that I've already reviewed, that I really loved, that I thought was extremely well directed, and I decided to check out another one of his animes. Now anime is based on the manga, which was written by the same author who wrote the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood kind of manga, basically, so she's really popular. And this is a show that when I describe the plot of, it does not sound even remotely interesting to you, probably. It probably won't sound remotely entertaining, but it is. I can promise you that. So Silver Spoon tells the story of this teenage kid named Hachikin. Hugo Hachikin, I believe is his full name. And he's kind of a very smart kid. You know, he's always doing well in his studies and that sort of thing. But due to some family problems back at home, he goes to join a special kind of high school. An agricultural school where they teach you how to be a farmer and how to, like, take care of animals and how to, just do basic all sorts of farming stuff. How to take care of different plants and all that, with how to grow things, how to keep care of your crops and all that. Like, basically basic farming stuff. And knows nothing about farming. He's a kid from the city, and he has no interest in it. But in order to get away from basically home, he just goes ahead and takes this school. Hachikin doesn't really have any goals for the future, so he just decides to go ahead and try it out. And he is completely a fish out of water. He doesn't fit in, but as he meets new friends and stuff like that, he really begins to love being there. And basically the show just shows his life. This is pretty much a slice of life show about life with Hachikin and his friends in this agricultural farming school. This is a show about farming. It's about kids in school learning how to take care of animals, how to, like, milk cows, how to, like, how do I say this? How to, like, handle deliveries of some of these animals, how to take care of them, how to, like, do all farming stuff. That's what this show is about, an agricultural school. How can any of this, to the normal viewer, be even remotely interesting or entertaining? Well, they do it with a great story and great characters, really great comedy, great writing, and a great emotional heart, which makes this show a really great joy for me to watch. Again, none of this stuff should be remotely interesting to me. I don't know anything about farming or anything, but it does it in a way that makes it super entertaining. This is a really fun show. It has a ton of heart to it, and it's all because of the writing and the characters. Hachikin is a total great lead for this show, because he's not a typical lead. He is kind of nerdy and he has a bit of an attitude. He's always quick to complain, but he has a great heart and he's loyal to his friends, and you really begin to love him as the show continues, as well as the other side characters as well. The humor in this show is really strong. There are actually moments in Silver Spoon which I genuinely just laughed out loud during. This is a hilarious show at times. There's also a great emotional center in the heart of this show. There's a lot of heart to it. And so, yeah, even though it's about agriculture stuff, like stuff that wouldn't be remotely interesting to me, I found myself totally wrapped up to it, and I found it completely entertaining. All in all, Silver Spoon is a really great show. It's just so much fun to watch. And it's really interesting. And I gotta say, You actually learn something while watching this show. You learn about all this farming stuff, and you actually learn things you never really thought about before. A recurring theme in this show is kind of like taking things for granted. Like Hachi-chan really does not want to kill animals, and that's just part of farming. When a cow gets hurt, you're going to have to get rid of it because it's hurt. You can't really do anything anymore. And you raise pigs in order to be turned into meat and that sort of thing. Now, for the average person, they don't even think about that. It's food, it's animals. But when you take care of animals and you learn how they're being taken care of and stuff like that, well, it puts a bit of a spin on it. And in this show, it works so well. And Hachikin is like a kid from the city. His friends are all farmer, they grew up in the country doing this their whole lives. And it's really great learning that kind of tug of war kind of between that. And you learn about basically the importance of animals and the importance of why being a farmer is important in this day and age. And all that sort of stuff. Look at this. Even talking about it right now, it doesn't sound... I mean, of course it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. Farming is awesome and is interesting stuff. But to the average person who wants to watch a show or anime with full of action scenes or something like that, a show about farming probably doesn't sound very enticing. But this show is. That's what I love about this show. It takes a subject matter that you wouldn't think would be that entertaining of a show and makes it extremely entertaining and so much fun to watch. That's what I love about anime. What they do over in Japan is that they take subject matter and stuff like that, and with animation that doesn't necessarily get done here in America or really anywhere else. A show like this about kids in an agricultural school would never be made here in America. That would just not happen. But they do it, and with mature themes and stuff like that, and do it great. Over in Japan, they're doing stuff with animation, often hand-drawn animation, which is almost extinct now, and they make shows and make films that don't get made here. That's why I like anime. We're seeing these themes that wouldn't get made here in America and anywhere else being made there and done so incredibly well. And that's really exciting, and I want to support that. Overall, Silver Spoon is a super entertaining show. I love that it takes these themes that you wouldn't be necessarily interesting, to me at least, and makes it extremely interesting, extremely entertaining. It's just a really fun show to watch. Now, this show premiered about 2013 to 2014. There's kind of 2 seasons to the show. For me, my favorite was the first season. The second season was still great. There were still lots of great moments. It wasn't like it decreased in quality necessarily. But I guess my favorite episodes were in the first season. And I guess there's a bit more of a plot, kind of, in the second half, which maybe I just like that slice of life a bit more. But they both work together really well. And to get back to what I'm talking about earlier with the slice of life stuff, that probably is one of my main flaws with Silver Spoon, is that like most slice of life shows, well, it doesn't have a plot. And that's okay. It's just about life and showing the kids in this school. However, there are times where the show does kind of meander a little bit, which is to be expected. But fortunately, not for very long. Pretty much almost every episode is always engaging and consistently entertaining. And my other really big flaw with Silver Spoon is hard to get into because it's literally a spoiler, but it involves the ending to the show. Not that the ending is bad. The ending is great. It's exactly what it needed to be, I think. But it did leave me wanting more. Like, I wanted to see what happened to these characters and stuff like that. Like, where did they go and that sort of thing. But then again, there is too much of a good thing. Sometimes less is more, and that could be the case here. All in all, Silver Spoon is a really fun show. I loved watching it. It's really well animated. It has great humor, great characters, and it has great moral messages. It's a common theme to watch shows and movies and anime and see the theme, pursue your dreams, follow your dreams. Your dreams will come true. Silver Spoon gets into really deep about how realistically can we achieve those dreams. Dreams are important, goals are important, but what do we have, what it takes to do the work to get there? And sometimes what we want to end up as may not happen. Our dream may not exactly occur in the way we want, but that's okay. And really that's what this show is about. purpose, and I found that extremely powerful. So I'm going to give Silver Spoon a grade of a B plus, solid B plus. I would definitely recommend checking out this show. As of now, as the time I'm recording this video, it is currently on Netflix, and I'd recommend checking it out. It's a really fun show, and it shows why I'm getting so into anime right now. Again, this is an animated show, and they're doing things in animation that don't get done anywhere else. And that is awesome. I think that is great. Have any of you guys seen this show? If you like it, let me know down in the comment section below what you thought of it. And what is some other anime that you'd like me to review? I'm not necessarily caught up on this season of anime at all, so I'd like to record more anime reviews that have kind of been done a long time ago, maybe. So if you have any recommendations, let me know down below. You guys are the greatest. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and for watching this video. It means the world to me. I don't have a lot of time to make these videos. I mean, I'm literally recording this in the middle of the night again, but the fact that you guys are watching it means the world to me. So thank you so much. And don't forget, most important of all, never, ever, ever, ever forget, I am your friend. I'm always going to be there for you. Thank you for being my friends. You guys are the greatest, and I will see you next time.